Welcome back to Intables, everyone. So I'm going to go with you guys in the S&P 500 again. This is the SPY. We had a very nice continuation today from yesterday's spike. We had, again, our 393 level that we were looking at from yesterday to see if we can continue on past. We did continue on past 393, and we did have this continuation on higher, a nice gap up on the day. So our question from here is, are we going to continue on with that momentum as we are leading into next week's Fed rate hikes? I'm going to go over all this with you guys. Now, before I jump into this, all I ask in return is you smash that like button. And if you do not want to miss any of our market updates or our potential breakouts that we mentioned throughout the week, hit subscribe. And if you guys are day traders or you guys are looking for intraday perspective breakouts all throughout the week, go to instables.com in the description below. And only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. So let's jump into this one. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPY, there may be two questions that you may be asking yourself. We had Fed rate hikes coming in next Wednesday. So you may be asking yourself, are we going to have a pullback later against the next Wednesday? Or we do have an inverted pennant that is breaking out here. Are we going to continue on higher here? I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. What exactly are we technically looking out for here on a continuation on higher? And if we do have a pullback, what exactly could that look like? So looking at our strength here on our MACD, as you guys can see, we have an increase in buy pressure coming in today. We were looking to see if we can break above our previous buy pressure point and break over that 393 level that we did mention yesterday. We did have a gap up jumping up all the way up to 396 on the day, and our question is, are we going to continue on higher? As you guys can see, we did break above our previous buy pressure point, showing us that we have that increase in pressure. We also do have our EMA lines that have been pointing up. Again, we mentioned for 3 days in a row over the weekend that we have been pointing up after pointing down, and now we are continuing on higher with that pressure since our EMA lines have been crossing up, and we are looking to see if we can break above the median of our MACD. As you guys can see previously, we did have a rejection. We did have a curl down before we did cross above the median of our MACD. So again, we are very much looking for that to confirm, to break above the median of our MACD, to confirm with that strength to the upside. That is what every trader and every swing trader should be looking at as far as continuing on higher. Again, if we are looking at EMA lines previously and exactly how they played out, as you guys can see, our EMA lines did cross above the median of our MACD previously. We did have this continuation on higher. This was the largest rally that we had of the year. So we're looking for the same thing that happened here to see if we can continue on higher with that inverted pennant. As you guys can see on our inverted pennant, we are coming up. We are testing again that 393 level with the body of our candle. As you guys can see, we are just testing it. We did not hold the body of our candle above this 393 level. We're going to see if we do continue on above 393 going to tomorrow, and then we do have our $400 psychological resistance coming up next, and then we have our 412 level that we have been talking about. We had a lot of consolidation at this point, and we also did have a continuation on lower at this point. This also is a very strong point here on our VPVR that we have been tracking. Again, this is our volume profile. As you guys can see, this is a very strong point that we will need a lot of strength to break above here, because again, we do have this gap that we have been talking about. If we do gap up here, we do test our 412 level, then we would want to see if we can get that set up to continue on higher here on possibly a bull flag or possibly even inverted head and shoulder if we do come back down, and then get that set up to continue on higher. But again, as far as that continuation, we do want to see if we can continue to claim 393 going into tomorrow, and then we do have the highs of the day today over 396, so we're going to see if we do continue on past 396. But overall, I want to see if we can hold 393 going to pre-market and going into open tomorrow. But again, leading into next Wednesday's Fed rate hikes, our question is, are we going to get a rejection here, or are we going to continue on with our EMA lines above the median of our MACD to continue on with that pressure? And a lot of people will 100% call for a bottom if these EMA lines do cross above the median of our MACD. And the reason why is because we've been on quite the sell-off. We're on one of the largest sell-offs that we've had in stock market history. So a lot of people looking for a bottom here. And again, like I said, if our EMA lines do cross back over our MACD after we could not break above here, we could have that continuation on that pressure to the upside. So we're going to see if that does continue here on our MACD. That is the biggest watch that we're looking out for here. And as far as our relative strength, again, we have been talking about this. We do have our RSI that has been pointing up since the weekend. We did not drop into lower lows. We are now jumping above the median of our RSI, and now we are breaking above the previous point that we got rejected from when we did come back down. We got our bullish divergence on this bounce, and we have been consolidating, now breaking above our previous rejection that we had when we broke above the median of our RSI previously. So we're going to see if we do continue. This does show us that we do have room to run to being overbought, and that overbought territory could be running into that 400 or 412 level if we do continue on higher. Now, again, with that said, if you are a day trader or you are looking for volatile major breakouts that we mentioned in the Intables room every single day, major breakouts like we mentioned with TBLT today from pre-market, jumping up over 30-40% on the day. We even had a larger but higher risk breakout with PGY today, halted at $3.90, jumping up over $8 on the day, over 100% on that breakout. Again, if you do want to see all these breakouts throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout like today again. And all of you instables that come over every single day and support the channel, we will continue to go at it. Stay patient, take what the market gives us. Again, major breakouts like we mentioned with PGY, or again, major breakout like TBLT was such an amazing breakout today. Just continuing to take what the market gives us again another major breakout with TRCT from pre-markets news jumping out the gate, a very nice 10 to 20% breakout there. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.